what's up? My name is Ange. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing the beginning of the year book tag. I got all of these questions from LarryReads, and if you don't know who she is, this is Larry. I love her videos. I love her channel. I love to watch her. Her videos are so entertaining. So I got all of these questions from her. They were in her description of her video. I will link her video down below. It was so good. You have to go watch it. And just like she said in her video, I know that it is not January, but February is still technically the beginning of the year. So let's get into it. It's not that good today. You know, like sometimes when you take that first sip and you're like, oh, yum. Yeah, that's me right now. It's doable. Definitely not the best. Question number 1 is, how many books are you planning on reading? So this year I made my Goodreads reading goal as 80 books. The year before this one, I made my reading goal 75. I think I read 77. And the year before that, I made my goal 100 and I read 100. I had so much more time to read then. Now I just don't have enough time. I feel like 80 is really good because I feel like I could definitely do that. And if I go over, I'll be happy. If I'm a little bit under, like I feel like 75 to 80 isn't a huge difference. I average it out. I think I need to read 6 to 8 books a month in order to get that goal. I think that I can do that. Especially now that I'm doing booktube, I feel like I am reading so many more books for the sake of filming that I'm definitely getting through them faster, or I'm reading books that are out of my comfort zone, like things like that. Like I'm definitely going off my physical TBR. I think 80 is definitely attainable for me this year. So that is what I made my Goodreads goal. If I read less, it is what it is. If I read more, that's great. I don't ever change my Goodreads goal. Once I set it, that is my goal, and I will try and do that. Question number 2 is the most anticipated releases of the year. So the first one is If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nolan. That is the second book for If He Had Been With Me. This one, at the time of filming, this one did already come out. I got it on Amazon. I don't keep up with anything, so I didn't know that Barnes & Noble was going to have an exclusive edition. So I also ordered the exclusive edition because I had to have it. I just read If He Had Been With Me for my book club. We read that in January. That video should be coming out soon. And I was like, I literally, like, I have to find out what happens. I have to do it. So I have it right now, but that was an anticipated read for 2024. The next book is 1,000 Broken Pieces, which is book number 2 in 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. I read 1,000 Boy Kisses for a reading vlog a couple months ago, not super long. It releases on June 20th of 2024. I'm so excited. That book made me so upset. Same with If He Had Been With Me. Literally so upset. I'm really excited for that one. The next is The Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the next book in the Inheritance Game series. This is book number 5. This one releases on July 30th of 2024. Now, not too long ago, I read The Brothers Hawthorne, which is book number 4, and I'm excited. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I am still reading her Natural series right now, so I'm excited for that next book. And then finally, it's Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. When does this one release? Does this release this year? Oh, yes. Okay, so it's just not on Goodreads. It releases October 22nd of 2024. I'm pretty sure that it's a novella. Yes, it's a Caraval holiday novella, and it's expected on October 22nd of 2024. I just finished the Caraval trilogy. I absolutely loved it. Stephanie Garber is one of my favorite authors of all time. I literally eat up everything that she writes. I'm so excited. So I'm super excited for that one as well. The next question is a book on your physical TBR that you probably won't ever read. Okay, so 2 of the books, I've had these 2 books for so long. It is Maggie Moves On and By a Thread, which are both by Lucy Score. I don't know why. It's just, they've been on my TBR. They are in the second tier of my TBR cart, which means like just not priority, and I just never reach for them. And it's not that there's anything wrong. Like, I like Lucy Score. I really like her writing, but I just don't reach for them ever. I think I got them over 2 years ago. I'm gonna definitely try and get to them. There's just so many other books that I want to read first that there's nothing against that author or against those books that I even know about, but I don't reach for them. There's just nothing that I'm like, there's so many other books that I want to read, and there's just not enough time in the world to read all of them. The next question is a new genre that you'd like to try more of. Definitely would be fantasy. I love romantasy, right? So I want to get more into fantasy books because, like, we love a good romance. We really do. We love romances here. However, fantasies really captivate me, but they can't be too much where I'm like, what are we even saying? So hopefully I have the whole Throne of Glass series, and I'll get to that eventually, but I have the whole Throne of Glass series. I got that all for Christmas, and I'm really wanting to read the whole thing this year. Crescent City, I need to get more into fantasy. I'm in my fantasy era. The next question is, what book made you want to try this genre? And that was literally just any Sarah J Maas book. I read Akatar last year, and also it was Stephanie Garber's books, Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. A book that I wanted to get to in 2023 but didn't, so it's a priority in 2024. So in 2023, I read the Calloway Sisters universe. I did not read the Like Us series, but I read the Addicted series and the Calloway Sisters series. I read it intertwined, and what I did not get to was the Bad Reputation duet, but I have it. So I really want to get back into that because I also hopefully want to pick up the Like Us series this year. So I want to just finish up. I do want to get to that. That was just something I wasn't ready to let go. I think I read Some Kind of Perfect in November, and I was gonna pick up Bad Reputation in December, but I didn't. And now it's February, and I still haven't, but I feel like, I don't know, I just haven't picked it up yet, and I really should have, but it's there, and I will definitely get to it this year. A book you're most likely to reread. Going back to Stephanie Garber, I would probably reread Once Upon a Broken Heart. I did not know that Caraval technically came first. I mean, I've heard that a lot of people have read it separate, but I didn't know that. So I didn't even know about Caraval yet. So I read Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, and then I read Caraval. Now that I read the Caraval trilogy, I would really like to read Once Upon a Broken Heart again. Next is a series you want to read this year. Again, like I've been saying pretty much this whole time, I really want to read the Throne of Glass series, and I also maybe want to get to the Like Us series if I can. But the Throne of Glass series is more of a priority because I have those books, and I have literally like the whole stack is over there. I printed out the list the other day. I'm determined to start it next month in March. I printed out the whole recommended reading order. I decided that I'm going to do it the romance way, where you read Assassin's Blade, I think it's 3rd or 4th. It is so terrifying when you're looking at the stack of books and you're like, I'm gonna read all that. I'm definitely reading that one this year, but the Like Us series would be pretty cool to get to, but I'm definitely not going to jump at it just because I have the Throne of Glass series physically here already. Next one is an author you've never read before but want to try this year. I want to try reading Stephen King. Now, I picked up Fairy Tale. My brother reads Stephen King and he loves him. So I would really like to try one. When I was buying him a Christmas present, the Barnes & Noble employee had recommended Fairy Tale, and I was like, you know what? This looks really good. I think I'm going to pick this one up for myself. So hopefully I read that at some point this year. I'm definitely not reaching for it, so I probably shouldn't have bought it, but like, it is what it is. It's okay. Next is an author you're probably not going to read more of this year. I don't think that there's any authors that I'm going to steer clear of purposefully, so I don't know if I can really answer that one. Next is a popular book you want to read. Definitely Fourth Wing. I did not hop on the Fourth Wing trend. I bought Fourth Wing, and I also have Iron Flame, but I didn't read them. So I want to get to that. I have both of them. I have to read them. I'm just not jumping at it, and I didn't jump on it when everyone else was reading it. But I heard like amazing things about it, but not so amazing things about Iron Flame. So I'm like, because I have them, I'll read them eventually. Next is a non-popular book you want to read. So the only reason I put this one down is because I don't hear a lot about it on Book Talk. So It's You by Caroline Kepnes. I don't know how to pronounce names. If you're not new here, you know that I don't. Yeah. So anyway, I really want to read that book. I watched the show and I just feel like I need to read the book of that. I heard that it's so creepy. I love it. I have to read it. Next is an audiobook you want to listen to. I didn't put anything down for this one because I don't go looking for audiobooks. Like right now, I am reading/listening to Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. I usually go for audiobooks when I want to get through the book, but don't have enough time to sit there and read it. I had a credit, so I bought it on Audible, so I'm just listening to it whenever I'm doing other things because I need to get through that book. I am filming a video with it right now, and I am just not loving it. So that's normally when I go over to audiobook, or when I'm loving one and I can't physically read it and just need to know what happens next. So there's nothing I'm particularly looking out for. Next is a book you want to read based on the cover. Okay, so Crescent City. Those covers are so beautiful. I need to read them. Again, I have to wait till Throne of Glass. That's the way that I'm doing it. I'm going to read Throne of Glass first, and then I'm going to read Crescent City. But those covers are so beautiful. I absolutely love them. Next is the Graham Effect. I love Elle Kennedy. I loved the Off-Campus series. I have the Graham Effect. I think the cover is really cute. I have to read. And then literally anything by Ellen Hildebrand. I love her books. I love her books in the summertime especially. I got into her last year, and there's so many books, and every one that I have read, I don't know how many I have read, but I love them. Like, literally devoured them. They were so good. And I just think the covers are so cute. I love the beach. Amazing. Anything by Ellen Hildebrand. This is a book to TV adaptation that you're excited for. Well, I am not a book to movie or book to TV show girl because I hate when things are left out. So I really want to see It Ends With Us. I want to see that movie. Obviously, everybody knows about that. I just want to see how it turns out based on the little snippets that we are getting, and people do not seem very happy. I am really excited to see what we get out of that. This is something bookish you want to start doing this year. I want to annotate more. I do not annotate. I do not tab. I want to do it so bad, but I feel like I don't do it right. Not that there's a wrong way to do it, but I feel like I'm doing it wrong. So I don't annotate, I don't tab, I don't really write in my books. Sometimes I'll do like a reread, like I read Perks of Being a Wallflower and then I annotated. I read it so long ago. I bought another copy just so that I can annotate it. Unless it's like a really deep, meaningful book, I feel like I can't annotate. I feel like I will skip a page and I'll be like, I could have annotated something there, or I could have tabbed something there. Like, I just feel like it's so much pressure on me. But I want to start doing it because I don't know if Cam did, but I'm pretty sure that Jess tabbed / annotated If He Had Been With Me. And I was like, that would have been such a good book to annotate or tab, and I just didn't. I really want to get into that more. And also, I really want to be more active on my Bookstagrams. I'm trying to do more aesthetically pleasing pictures and stuff like that. I feel like I'm not very good at it, but I'm trying my best. So I want to be more active on there. Something bookish you want to stop doing this year. I want to normalize DNFing books for myself. I feel like if I have purchased this book, if I have started this book, if I have gotten halfway through this book, I am not DNFing. That is me with the book that I am currently reading. I just feel like I do not like it. I am not paying attention to it. I don't care for it. And it's nothing against the author or against the book or whatever. Like, for me at least, I just feel like if I started this book and I invested a few days into this book and I could have been enjoying something else, I am going to suffer through this book. I have to finish this book. I do not DNF. I need to normalize DNFing books for myself this year. A 2024 bookish goal, I want to read a really good portion of my physical TBR. I am trying not to buy books unless they're like a new release or I'm like, oh my god, I really want it, or this is the next book in the series. I have to get through my physical TBR because since I got the whole Throne of Glass series, that is not on my cart. It is just stacked really, really high up on my desk. And every time I want to use my desk, I have to move the whole book series. I need to get through my physical TBR so that those books can make their way onto my TBR cart and I can clear out some room in here. A 2024 booktube goal. I want to do more challenges myself or just different videos that are a little bit more, I want to do like more reading vlogs or a 24-hour challenge and things like that, and just different videos on my channel. I try and do some like regular vlogs that aren't just book related and things like that, but I want to find different videos to do. Next is a 2024 non-bookish goal. Let's manifest. I want to say yes more to things. I feel like I'm always like, oh no, I like to stay in my comfort zone. I want to say yes to things that, and get out of like my schedule per se, like putting that into phrasing. I just feel like I want to do more. I want to say yes. I want to do different things this year, and I want to grow. Next is describe how you want 2024 to go in one word. I want to grow. So growth is the best way that I can put it. I want to grow everywhere. I want to grow on BookTube with my confidence and everything like that. In life, I want to say yes more. I just want to grow as a person and grow in every single way that I can. Next one is BookTube creators who inspire you. I'm going to put some of their channels right here. These people really inspire me for my videos, my confidence in doing it, some of the books that I read, and these are just a few of them. These are who I actively watch the most. I absolutely love all of their channels. They are all great. They are all who pretty much inspired me to create a BookTube channel. I think that their videos are so good. I love them. So if you are not subscribed to any of these people, I will be surprised if you are not, but you should check out all of their channels. So good. And finally, something you want to say to anyone wanting to start a book account. Honestly, like Nike, just do it. It is so good. I started on BookTube 10 months ago. I think it was about April of 2023. I love it. It was one of the best things that I've ever done because I've always enjoyed filming and editing and doing things like that. I used to do YouTube before. I just wasn't very consistent with it. And being able to go back and watch vlogs or go back and see my thoughts or see how I was years ago, and this is just YouTube in general, not even just a booktube, it is such a good thing to just do it. I have grown so much over the last year in front of the camera and being able to talk and voice my opinions and everything like that. I feel like I have really grown in the past year with my confidence. Forcing myself to sit down, film a video, edit this video, post this video, and have the confidence that I'm like, you know what, I don't really care what other people think because I enjoy it. I'm having a great time. And being able to do this regardless of if I care if anyone's really watching, I'm gonna be able to go back and view these videos and be like, that's so awesome to watch. So I think that if you are thinking of starting a booktube or a YouTube channel in general, or posting on TikTok or Instagram or literally whatever, do it, because consistency is key, and you put yourself into a schedule, and it's just, I think it is so worth it in the end. So if you were thinking about doing it, please go and do it. Even if you make the videos private and you just stick to a schedule, it's so good because you are forcing yourself to get out of your comfort zone, and it is such a good feeling, a feeling like you accomplished this new thing. It's great, and just go and do it. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you to Larry Reads for these questions. That video was so good, and I was like, you know what, I have to go and film that literally immediately. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye!